Hi guys, so this is the continuation of HOB part 1. Okay, so this one is about special problems and interbranch transactions. Okay, so puputol-putulin natin para mas kompleto yung discussion. Okay, so let's start. So first we have, yan nga, special problems uncovered yung part 2. Merchandise shipments to branch billed at a price above cost. So, yung kasing part 1 is ang assumption natin is, lock natin ang baka may biglang dumating. Okay? Ang assumption natin sa part 1 is that siya ay billed at cost lang, yung kung ano talaga yung true cost niya, kung paano siya na-manufacture, na-produce, na-procure ni home office, yun lang din yung price na binigay niya sa branch. Okay, dito sa special problems, nagpapatong ng kaunti si home office. Okay, so sa pagpapatong na yun, okay, para siyang si branch nakakatulong kay home office na mag-generate um, ng additional income, kumbaga. Okay, bakit siya ginagawa? For, yun nga, para matulungan yung home office, okay, in their daily expenses, kumbaga nahirapan ma-procure, manufacture, ganyan. E di, kahit kay branch man lang, patungan natin na kaunti. Okay, kaunti lang. Compared sa if pinagbenta mo siya sa outsider. Okay, so yun. Okay, so we should remember that these shipments of merchandise billed at the price above cost and interbranch transactions are solely for internal reporting purposes only. Yung mga journal entries niya is for internal reporting purposes lang. Gusto kasi malaman is sino ba sa mga branches ang malimit bumili, how much is their nagiging contribution sa actual turnover. So, yon. Okay, so, and also, interbranch transactions, if sino ba sa mga branches yung maaasahan na pag wala si home office, sila muna, sino yung branches na malalapit, okay, sino yung nag-transact, branch to branch transactions na nag-transact, yan. So, for internal reporting purposes, yung mga managers, yung mga accountants, gusto malaman yung mga gantong bagay. Okay, para to assess, okay, if there are certain decision-making areas na kailangan pagtuunan ng pansin. Okay? So, let's start. Shipments to branch billed at the price above cost. Yun muna. Okay? So, this, the branch is not made aware of the arbitrary percentage added by the home office. So, hindi sinasabi ni home office na may patong to. Okay? Not made aware. Okay? So, upon receipt of the shipments, the branch records the merchandise received at the billed price rather than at cost. So, dahil hindi alam na may patong si branch, innocently, nire-record niya siya at billed price. Okay? So, kay home office, billed price siya. Sa mata ni branch, naka-at cost siya. Okay? So, yung billed price, akala ni branch, yun yung cost. Kaya nire-record niya at billed price. Okay? So, this is not a sale. Remember that shipments to branches are not a sale. Kailan lang siya nagiging sale ni home office? Kapag it is sold to external parties. Okay, yun na yung sales mismo. So, for example, nag-ship ka kay branch na merchandise, okay, billed above cost, hanggat hindi nasa-sell siya ni branch to external parties, to outside parties, hindi siya sale. Okay, so, kung si home office, nag-ship kay branch, nagbenta kay outsider, ang sale doon is yung benta kay outsider. Yung kay branch, hindi pa siya recognized as sale. Okay, therefore, markup on shipments made to branch must be eliminated. That's why, when we combine financial statements, ang una nating eliminate is the shipments, the reciprocal accounts. Okay, so yun. Okay, let's start. So, I have given an excerpt of a problem. Okay, so we have home office transfers inventory worth 100,000 to the branch. Shipments to the branch are billed at 120% above cost. So, if you have remembered the basic procedures in recording transfers of inventory nung at cost pa, Dito, the same pa rin, okay, wherein we debit investment in branch. So, ide-debit mo siya at above cost. Okay, so yung price niya above cost, that is 100,000 times 120%. Why? Kasi yung i-credit ni home office is at build cost din. Okay, so you can see that 120,000 yung kanya ni-record ni branch. Okay, then next, you have again the same, that's shipments to branch. So yung shipments to branch is at cost. Okay, you have to remember this, ha? Investment is in branch is at build, shipments to branch is at cost. Okay, and then yung patong, ipinapasok mo siya sa account na allowance for overvaluation, or sa ibang books, allowance for markup. Okay, so I hope that's clear. So sa partner branch, shipments from home office, kasi hindi nga niya alam na may certain percentage markup, edi shipments from home office is at build price. Okay, so yan. So shipments to branch minus shipments from home office is the markup. So makikita mo na agad, no? Pag pinag-minus mo daw yung shipments to branch, shipments from home office, that's the markup, which is 20%, 20,000. Okay? Next, home office transfers inventory worth 200,000 to the branch. Shipments to the branch are billed at 120% above cost. Freight paid by the home office. So dito, may freight. Okay? So usual, ang gagawin natin, you have debit investment in branch. Okay, sabi nga, investment in branch is recorded at build cost, okay, plus the freight. Kasi alam natin that sa 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 branch, nire-recognize na additional cost ng inventory ang freight. Okay, so dadagdag mo yung freight. Then we have shipments to branch. Okay, 200,000. Allowance for overvaluation, we have 40,000. And then cash of 10,000, which is the freight. Paano nakukuha yung allowance for overvaluation? Di yung kukumpit mo lang is yung 200,000 times 20%. Okay, so that's 40,000 if I'm not mistaken. Ano? Tama, di ba? So, yun yung allowance for overvaluation. O di kaya naman, if ni-record mo na lahat, nag-record ka na din sa kabila kay branch ng shipments from home office, that's 240,000, minus mo siya sa shipments to branch, that's the overvaluation, that's the markup. Okay, that's the 40,000. Then, sa kabila, we have debit shipments from home office at build price plus freight in, 10,000. And then credit home office, 250,000. Okay, again, allowance for overvaluation, nakukuha mo siya 200,000 times 20%. Okay, kasi 120%, makukuha mo na agad yung total build price. Okay, so ibig sabihin ang pinatong is 20%. Okay, so hindi kunin mo 200,000 times 20%, that's 40,000. Okay, next, home office transfers inventory worth 80,000 to the branch. Shipments to the branch are billed at 120%. Freight paid by the branch is 6,000. So dito, ang nagbayad is branch. Okay, so hindi mo siya isasama sa recording ng investments in branch. Okay, so investment in branch, only 80,000 times 120%, which is the build price. Okay, 96,000. Shipments to branch, we have 80,000. And then allowance for overvaluation, that's 16,000. So that's 80,000 times 20%, 16,000. Okay? Next, sa kabila, we have branch 1, shipments from home office, 96,000 at build price. We have the freight in na binayaran ni branch na 6,000, addition to inventory. And then we have credit home office. And then home office at build price pa rin, and then cash of 6,000. Okay? So, yun. Next, branch purchases inventory worth 40,000 on account from outside party. Freight paid by the branch is 2,000. So, sabi ko nga nung part 1, if walang kinalaman si home office, no entry si home office kasi from external party siya bumili. So, debit purchases, 40,000. So, ang gamit niya siguro is periodic kasi purchases ang gamit. Okay? And then, freight in, 2,000 yung binayad niya. Then, on credit kasi, on account, so credit, accounts payable, 40,000, and for the freight paid, cash, 2,000. Okay? Next, we have branch makes total sales of 500,000 on account. So, si branch lang to. Kaya debit, accounts receivable, 500,000 kasi on account pa, and then credit credit sales, 500,000. Okay? Next, branch incurs total expenses of 100,000, 20,000 of which were allocated by the home office to the branch. O, so, bigay ni home office yung 20,000. So, dahil bigay ni home office, i-record ni home office as investment. So, investment in branch debit, 20,000. And then credit total expenses, 20,000. So, nabawasan siya. Pinasok niya kasi sa investment in branch. Okay? Sa kabila, dahil kanya namang expenses yon, so recognize the expense, utilities expense, 100,000, pero i-credit mo kay home office yung inallocate sa'yo, credit home office the 20,000, and then the rest cash, 80,000, which is siguro si branch na, no, not siguro, si branch na yung mismong nagbayad no 80,000. Okay? So, yan. So, hanggang dun muna tayo because I'll be making lilipat ako sa Excel file, okay, para magbigay ng mas detalyadong example how to compute for individual profit of the branch, true profit of the branch, realized markup, okay, how to combine financial statements, and yan. Okay, so see you sa Excel file. Okay guys, so here is the Excel file that I am making tukoy sa inyo. Okay, so I'll be showing you how to do the individual profit of the branch, true profit, which is tinatanggal mo yung shipments, yung reciprocal accounts, and paano mag-combine. Okay, so first we determine the individual profit of the branch. Okay, so you have to take note yung mga details na sinabi ko kanina sa PowerPoint presentation kasi nandun yung lahat ng given. Okay? So, let's assume that the branch reports ending inventory of, hindi natin basahin kasi hindi niya nilagay. Ending inventory of 250,000 inclusive of capitalized freight in. Okay? So, the profits branch individual statement of profit or loss is computed as follows. Yun yung nakalagay. Hindi ko alam kung bakit hindi siya nag-wrap text. Okay, anyway, naka-wrap text naman siya. Anyway, so we have sales na 500,000. No, so nasa PowerPoint siya, no? Nag-record siya ng accounts receivable, debit, credit, sales. So ito yon, 500,000. And then the cost of sales, we have inventory beginning, walang binanggit, kaya 0. Shipments from home office. So lahat yung naging debits natin sa shipments from home office, i-add mo lang. The first one was 120, then we have 240, and then you have 96, a total of 456,000. You can repeat the video to that part para makuha mo yung mga details. Para masabayan mo ako. Okay? Next, we have freight in. So, lahat yung naging freight in niya, ipasok mo. The first one was 10, then the 6,000, and then the 2,000. That's 18,000. Then, may purchases siya from outside party na 40,000. You have, you add all, okay? So, you have total goods available for sale na 14,000. Inad ko siya. Summation, then we have 514,000, okay? Inventory end, so kanina nung binanggit ko dito, 250,000 inclusive of capitalized freight in. Ibig sabihin, nandiyan yung mga freight in na. Okay, so we have 250,000, 514 minus 250, you have 264. So, pinapakita ko, kita niyo naman yung formula, C11 minus C12. Okay, so yan. 264,000. Okay, then sales minus cost of sales na 264,000, you have gross profit of 236. Then may operating expenses siyang 100,000, which is yung utilities expense. Okay, then pag minus mo lang, you have profit of the branch 136,000. What's the problem with this? This is reported by the branch, okay? Pero pag pinagsama mo siya kay home office, nandito pa yung billed percentage niya, yung markup percentage. Okay, so we have to eliminate it. Paano natin eliminate? Okay, so this one. Dito sa kabila tayo. We have true profit of the branch. Okay? True profit of the branch. So, lagay natin. May additional information. Hindi ko alam, baka hindi siya nag-drop ulit. So, assume that the branch ending of 250,000 consists of 240 shipments from home office and 10,000 purchases from outside party. Insofar as the home office is concerned, the true profit of branch is computed as follows. Okay, so you have, again, sales na 500,000. You have cost of sales. Inventory beginning is 0. Okay, so ito, shipments from home office. Ang gagawin mo kasi is, okay, ito yon yung kanina. This is from the usual computation, the 456. Ngayon, dito sa part na to, dahil nga at build price siya, tatanggalin mo yung markup. Paano tinatanggal ang markup? Okay, you divide it by, okay, 120. Bakit 120,000 to? You divide it by 1.20. Okay? So, you divide it by 1.20. That's 120% above cost. Okay, so divide mo lang siya para makuha mo yung at cost niya. So, yan. You have total of 380,000. Okay? So, check natin if tama. So, you have 456 divided by 1.20. Yeah. So, tamang 380,000 siya. Okay? So, next, we have freight in. Wala tayong problema dyan. Purchases, wala. So, i-add mo na yung total nung inventory beginning, shipments, freight in, purchases. You have a total of 438,000. And then you again deduct the inventory end. However, take note of the given the additional information given. So, 240 daw galing kay home office. So, dahil 240 galing kay home office, ibig sabihin naka-build above cost siya. Okay? So, kailangan mong tanggalin uli. Bakit ba 120,000? Ano na? Inaantok na. Okay? So, divided by 1.20. Okay? So, tatanggalin mo siya. So, and then, i-add mo yung 10,000 galing sa tagalabas. So, okay lang yon. If galing siya sa tagalabas, you don't have to consider any markup percentages. Ang mahalaga is matanggal mo yung markup percentage na bigay ni home office. Okay, so the total is 210. So that's 240 divided by 1.20 plus 10,000 is 210. Then from there, you deduct the total goods available for sale and the inventory end na 210. You'll have a total COGS of 228. Then the usual, the sales minus COGS, you have 272. Operating expense of 100,000, and then we have 172,000 true profit of the branch. Okay? So, kung mapapansin ninyo, nung merong markup percentage, 136 lang, yung true profit ng branch, and yung profit ng branch, nung tinanggal mo, naging 172,000. Okay? So, madali lang, di ba? Madali lang talaga siya. Okay, madali lang. You just have to remember the procedure. Medyo procedural siya, pero at least you just need to know the theories and then apply the procedures and then you're good to go. Okay? So, meron pang another way. O, di ba? May another way pa daw. That is to compute for realized markup. Pag nakuha mo na yung realized markup, pwede mo na siyang gamitin to come up at to get the true profit. Okay? So, paano ginagawa yon? So, you have sa home office books, meron kang allowance for overvaluation. Okay, account, diba? So, yun yung kine-credit mo kasama ng shipments sa branch. So, you can compute that already. Na given do sa PowerPoint kanina, 20, 40 at 16, you add it, that's 76,000. Or, you can do this one. 456,000 times 20% divided by 120%. Ma'am, bakit ganon? Kasi ang kukunin mo lang is yung markup or yung overvaluation. Kaya ganyan. 20% divided by 120%. So, pwede kang magkaroon ng conclusion na to get the markup, ang ginagamit ng percentage is the markup 20% divided by yung total percentage of build above cost. Okay, that's 120%. Okay, pag kukunin mo yung at cost, di-divide mo lang siya ng 1.20%. If ayaw mong mag-derive ng mga formula. So, if you want to remember mo na lang. Okay, so, from 456,000 times 20% divided by 120%, you have 76,000. Ma'am, saan galing yung 456,000? That's shipment from home office. Okay? Shipments from home office. Okay? Shipments from home office. Okay? 456,000. Okay? Next, less markup, unrealized markup in ending inventory. So, ang kukunin mo lang is yung ending inventory galing sa home office. That's 240,000. So, kunin mo lang yung markup niya. This is unrealized markup. Bakit? Kasi hindi pa siya nabebenta, kaya unrealized markup pa siya, 40,000. Okay? So, from there, use 76 less 40, you have realized markup of 36,000. Okay? So, anong gagawin? Yung kanina, kung hindi ka nag-compute ng true profit, kasi tinatamad ka na mahaba, nag-individual profit ka lang kasi madali siyang gawin, you have 136,000. I-add mo lang yung realized markup na 36, you have true profit na 172,000. Okay? So, ganun lang siya. Easy. Easy. Diba? Easy lang siya. Okay? So, just remember these procedures. Okay? Now, we move now to combination of financial statements of the home office and the branch. Of the home office and the branch pa lang to, ha? Hindi pa to yung mismong combination ng consolidation of financial statements. Okay? So, these are the additional information. Okay? If you want to take note, pwede naman. So, aking ipalalayuin. So, we have home office and branch, nagbigay ng accounts na cash, accounts receivable, inventory beginning, shipments from home office, purchases, freight in, shipments to branch, investment in branch, allowance for overvaluation, equipment, accumulated depreciation, accounts payable, share capital, retained earnings beginning, home office, account, sales, operating expenses, and this one, inventory from outside purchases, you have 460,000. From home office, you have 240,000. And shipments to branch are billed at 120% above cost. Okay, so yun yung mga additional information. So, you have to remember this, the 120% above cost. Pero yun naman talaga, yun yung sinasagutan natin kanina. Nag-provide lang ng additional information. Okay, first, we do this. This is combined income statement. Okay? Para malaman natin is magkano yung kinita nila parehas. Remember that when you combined financial statements, kung mapapansin nyo dito, wala si shipments from home office, wala din si shipments to branch. Okay? So, why? Eliminated nga po ang reciprocal accounts. Okay? So, we compute without considering shipments to and shipments from. So, sales, 1.6 kay HO, 500 kay branch, total of 2.1. Cost of sales, we compute. Inventory beginning, kay HO meron, kay branch wala. So, ang combined is 300. Purchases, HO 1.2, branch 40, total of 1.240. Trade in, home office 32, branch 18, combined 50. Okay? Ma'am, saan po nakukuha ito? Din sa given. Doon ko siya nakukuha. Okay? Then, compute for total goods available for sale. So, you just add inventory beginning, purchases, freight in. That's 1.532,000. Then, for branch, you have 58. So, total of 1.590. Okay? So, next, inventory end. from outside parties, pinaghiwalay ko. From outside, you have 460,000. Okay, KHO. And then 10. Then, saan yung kinuha? Dito sa baba. Nandito sa baba. Yan, 460 at 10. So, mali ang placement nito. Dapat itong isang 10 ay kay branch. Okay. So, kay branch daw siya from outside parties. And then, HO at cost, you have 200,000. Okay, saan galing? That's 240. 240 divided by 1.20, you have 200,000. Okay, then add mo lang. So, this one is total COGS. Check natin if tama ito kasi nilipat ko yung ano dito eh. Okay, so this one, let's check. You have total COGS is tigas minus inventory end. So, yan. So, nagbago. Then, we have tigas here. Okay, minus the quantity of, pag-add natin, this one plus HO at cost. Iyan, 152,000. Hopefully, the total COGS is still 920. Let's see. Let's just do the summation. Summation of this one. Yeah. 920,000 pa rin siya. Okay, so we have 10 na combined. 10 na combined. Sorry, hindi pala. 920,000 combined COGS. So, sales na 2.1 minus COGS. You have total gross profit of 1.180. Then, you have si HO may 220 operating. Si branch may 100. You have a total of 320. Then, you have a profit of 860 by deducting from the gross profit the operating expenses 860. Okay, so that's a combined profit, okay, of the HO and the branch. Okay, so let's do checking para alam ninyo may other way pa para makuha yan. Okay, so let's do this. Let's first get the individual profit of the home office. Okay, so kay home office lang tayo nakatingin. So ganito yung ginagawa. You have the sales, 1.6. Then, for COGS, you compute inventory beginning na 300. Shipments to branch. See? Dito lumalabas si shipments to branch. And, remember, it's a deduction. Okay? Shipments to branch is a deduction. That's 380. Plus purchases na 1.2. Plus freight na 32. You have tigas of 152,000. Again, you have to remember this part. Okay? Next, inventory, and wala ka, dahil home office siya, so wala kang problema kung anong inventory niya, yun na talaga, and inventory end. So, your total COGS is 692,000. So, sales na 1.6 minus 692, you have total gross profit of 908, minus operating expenses na 220, you have individual home office profit of 688,000. Okay, so, hindi pa nagtatapos dyan. Okay? Next, this one sa baba. We have computed for individual profit of the H of 688. Okay? Meron din tayong individual profit of the branch 136. Saan galing, ma'am? Yung kauna-unahan nating na-compute kanina. This one here, over here. This one. 136,000. So, balikan natin. This one. Buti pa yung binabalikan. Okay? Then, realized markup, yun na-compute din natin kanina. Okay, another way, so 36. Then, you just add it all. You have 860,000, which is the same when you do the long method, 860. Okay? Or, pwede naman ganito. The individual profit of the H on a 688 plus the true profit of the branch, you have 860. So, you have so many ways to do this. Okay? You just have to remember the concepts and the theories behind it. Okay, now we go to financial position. How do you do combination of FS sa financial position naman? So, first you do elimination entries. You eliminate the reciprocal accounts. Okay, that's debit for home office and then credit investment in branch na 600,000. So, that's the balance ng December 31, 20x1. Then, you have shipments to branch. Okay, 380. Allowance for overvaluation na 76, debit. Then, credit shipments from home office na 456,000. Ma'am, saan nakuha? Given. Okay. Next, ito po ay yung kanina nating ginagamit, shipments from office, familiar, for 456,000. Okay. Then we close the books. Closing entries, sales, inventory end, debit, credit, inventory beginning, purchases, freight in, operating expenses, and then our income summary of 860. Okay, makikita niyo naman, tama yung ating ginawa kanina doon sa income statement. And then we close the income na 860 kay retained earnings na 860. Now we are ready to combine financials position. Okay? So, kinombine ko na siya, given the data, kaya upload ko din pala yung Excel file para at least nakakasabay kayo. Okay? So, you have total cash. Kinombine ko na siya, hindi ko na lang nilagay yung amounts. Kinombine ko na yung home office and branch. So, sabi nga, like line items, add mo lang. Okay? So, 1166, 280, 670, yan. Accumulated depreciation, nilalagay din. Then, you have total assets of 3124. Sa liabilities, you have accounts payable, share capital, retained earnings. Again, dito bigyan ko lang emphasis, retained earnings. Ang given is beginning retained earnings lang. Okay? So, ang ginawa mo is, meron kang adjustment na 860, kaya idinagdag mo siya sa beginning, you have total of 10,12,000. Okay? And then you have total liabilities of 3,124,000. Okay? So, ganun lang kadali. Ang pagko-combine, paghahanap ng allowance for overvaluation, computing individual profit and true profit of the branch. So, ganun lang. Okay? I would just like to show you this one. So, gamitin kasi itong T-account na to. So, allowance for overvaluation, you have credit for beginning markup on shipments during the period. So, naka-credit siya. Then, if you want to look for the realized markup, naka-debit siya. And then, the ending balance of the allowance for overvaluation is naka-debit. Okay, so, ma'am, bakit yung binibigay? Kasi baka magagamit nyo to squeezing, finding from the T. I have already introduced sa inyo yung quadrant method. Okay, so, familiar with the quadrant method. So, kung ano nawawala, kung anong given, ilagay. Kung ano nawawala, squeeze ka lang na squeeze. Quadrant method ka lang. Okay, so, yon, balik tayo sa PowerPoint for the interbranch and intercompany transactions. Okay. Hello again, one and all. So, welcome back to the interface chart. Okay, so I'll be presenting to you the interbranch transfers. Okay, so first part, bigay ko sa inyo yung mga proforma, journal entries, and then the second part is examples. Okay, so napahaba ng discussion natin, but it's okay. We are learning. Okay, so first, interbranch transfer of cash from branch 1 to branch 2. So this is the proforma, so home office books. You debit investment in branch 2, investment in branch 1, credit. Then branch 1, which is the one na magbibigay, i-debit mo yung home office, dideduct mo sa kanya, and then credit cash. Si branch 2, the receiving, i-increase mo yung investments ni home office. Okay, kaya credit, home office, debit, cash. Okay, so paano ba ma'am namin malalaman if anong gagawin sa interbranch? Ganito lang yan. Okay? When you're dealing with interbranch transfers, you have to remember na parang nagtra-transact lang yung receiving party kay home office. Okay? So, transaction lang between the home office and the receiving party. Na ang ginagawang middleman niya is yung branch. Okay? So, parang ang nagtra-transact lang again is the home office and then the receiving party. Yung nag-transfer is binabawasan niya yung home office account, okay? Kasi parang, sige, dahil akong inutusan mo, home office, na i-transfer yung mga ganito pinapa-transfer mo sa kanya, babawasan ko yung reciprocal account mo sa akin na home office kasi mabait akong branch, sinusunod kita, bawasan ko na lang yung equity ko sa'yo. Okay, so ganun ang nangyayari. Si receiving party, nag-i-increase yung equity niya when dealing with the home office. Kasi ganun naman talaga, as if you're dealing with the home office, nag-i-increase yung equity mo. And then the transferring branch is nababawasan, as we have seen sa unang pro forma, wherein branch 1 was instructed to transfer kay branch 2. Nabawasan yung equity, home office equity ni branch 1, dagdagan yung kay branch 2, and then sa home office ni record na nabawasan nga yung kay-investment in branch 1, and then kay branch 2 na dagdagan. Okay, so ganun lang. Ganun lang yung mindset dito. Okay, next, branch 2's accounts receivable was collected by branch 1 with sales discount. So, paano pag may sales discount? Anong kolekta ay si branch 1. Okay, so first, you have to know na dahil si branch 1 ang nakakolekta, mas maraming sisingilin si home office kay branch 1. Kaya, you debit investment in branch 1, then nabawasan na yung utang kay branch 2, credit investment in branch 2. Okay? Si branch 1 naman, dahil nga nag-increase, siya yung nangolekta, nakatanggap siya. So, debit cash, credit home office, nadagdagan yung kanyang i-remit kay home office. Kay branch 2, okay, so bawasan mo na yung home office equity, debit. Then, yung sales discount, tanggalin mo na din. Okay, recognize also the sales discount, and then the accounts receivable, tanggalin mo na din. Okay, kaya credit accounts receivable. Okay, ganun lang. Next, shipment of merchandise from home office to branch 1. Okay, so shipment of merchandise from home office to branch 1, you have parang kulang siya. So, let's see kung ano yung kulang. So, here, the usual investment in branch 1, debit, credit, shipment to branch 1, then allowance for overvaluation of branch inventory, and then if may freight, cash. I think hindi ko to natapos, kaya ganito ang hitsura niya. Okay? And then, for branch 1, ganun lang, yung parang kanina, yung build at above cost, kasi may allowance for overvaluation of branch inventory. So, ang isip-isip mo is build above cost siya. Okay, so I think this one is an error on my part, okay, or hindi ko siya natapos. Okay, so tingnan natin yung sunod. Branch 1 was instructed by HO to transfer the merchandise to branch 2. Okay, so ito, transfer of merchandise naman. So, in the home office books, nabawasan yung kay branch. Okay, kasi nga, yung transfer niya kay branch 1, transfer ni branch 1 kay branch 2, so malamang mababawasan yung investment in branch 1, kaya i-credit mo. Sa part naman ni home office, nadagdagan yung ka-investment in branch 2, kasi napapunta sa kanya yung shipment, and then any expenses naka-debit sa kanya. Okay? Next, we have branch 1, so alsin mo na. Okay, debit, home office, credit shipments from HO, freight in, and if you have paid for the freight, cash. Okay, so, ma'am, bakit may freight in? Kasi baka si HO yung nagbayad ng freight in nung una. So, tanggalin mo na din siya kasi 'di ba, sabi nga, inventory shipped to the branch if paid, if yung freight is involved, lagi siyang kasama added cost sa inventory. Okay? Tanggal siya sa branch 1, sa branch 2, recognize. Okay? So, debit, shipments from HO, debit, freight in, credit, home office, kasi as if you're transacting with the home office, and then credit cash if freight is paid. Okay? So, yan. Let's look at examples para mas maiintindihan natin itong pro forma. Okay? So, first we have the home office instructs branch number 1 to transfer 10,000 cash to branch 2. So, this is intertransfer of cash. So, 10,000 daw. Si branch 1 na magbibigay. So, let's look at branch 1. Okay? So, binawasan na niya yung equity ng home office kasi kumbaga is galing naman dapat kay HO yon. So, si HO dapat yung mababayad. Pero dahil siya yung in-instruct, bawas ko na lang kay HO. Okay, debit HO, credit cash. Kasi nabawasan ka ng cash. Pagdating kay branch 2, debit cash, credit HO as if transacting with HO. Okay, sa home office, kasi nga, in-instruct mo si branch 1 na mag-transfer ng cash, ibinawas na lang sa equity, kaya ibabawas mo din sa kanya, investment in branch 1, credit, 10,000. And then, dahil na kay branch 2 na, sa kanya na yung cash. Okay, so, debit ka, investment in branch 2. Again, as if you are transacting, branch 2 is transacting with home office, and si branch 1 is just bubbles. Charot lang, okay? So, as if branch 2 is transacted with home office, okay? Next, branch number 2 repays 8,000 to branch number 1. So, paano kapag binalik yung pera 8,000 kay branch 1? E di pa ganun, i-reverse mo lang. Okay, so kay branch 1, dahil nakatanggap ka ng pera, debit cash, and dahil binalik naman sa iyo yung transfer na cash na dapat si home office yung magbibigay, pero dahil ikaw nagbigay, i-credit mo na ulit sa equity ni home office 8,000. Okay, kay branch 2, dahil nabawasan ng 8,000, nagbayad ka, debit home office, kasi alam mo kay home office yon, and then credit cash na 8,000. So, wala na siyang habol sa'yo. Sa part naman ng home office books, dahil nga bumalik kay branch 1, i-recognize mo debit investment in branch 1, 8,000, na wala na kay branch 2, investment in branch 2, 8,000. Yan ang nakadali. Pag intertransfers of cash. Paano pag intertransfers of merchandise? So, syempre, we have to look at freight. Okay, so sabi sa standard, a branch is properly charged for the freight on the shipments it receives. So, any excessive freight due to indirect routing, ibig sabihin, sana si home office na lang yung nag-deliver kay branch 2. Pero dahil dineliver niya kay branch 1 at si branch 1 yung nag-deliver kay branch 2, nagkaroon ng excessive freight. Sobra yung freight. Sana isang ruta na lang. Okay? You have to remember that excessive freight is an expense. Okay? It is not part of your cost as inventory. It's not inventoriable cost. It is an expense. Okay? Ma'am, paano pag may savings? Pag may savings on freight, or ibig sabihin nakatipid ka, dahil kung kay home office, si home office yung magde-deliver kay branch 2, medyo mahal, pero dahil dineliver ko kay branch 1 at si branch 1 medyo malapit kay branch 2, nakatipid ako. Okay? On my part, nakatipid ako. Pag may savings, due to conservatism, okay, hindi nire-recognize yung savings. Okay? So, parang within the entity na lang na, ay, nakatipid ako. Ganun. So, ma'am, ano bang ginagawa? Why are we recording excessive and savings on freight? Kasi dito mo makikita for internal reporting if masyado nang magastos yung delivery between home office to all the branches. Okay, so pag kita mong masyadong excessive yung freight, kung si home office yung magde-deliver sa lahat ng branches, why not do na si home office i-deliver dun sa isang branch, tapos si branch na mismo yung magde-deliver dun sa kalapit na branches as instructed by the home office. So, ganun siya. Para siyang management technique strategy in order to save on freight. Okay, kasi talagang mas convenient yon on the part of the home office, di ba? Okay, so yan. So, example, home office transfers inventory worth 150,000 to branch number 1. Freight paid by home office is 10,000. So, transactions muna between home office, between dun sa susubuan, branch 1. Okay, so, investment in branch 1, you have 160,000. Bakit naging 160? Kasi considered yung freight, which is debit, shipments to branch number 1, 150,000. So, yun yung merchandise. And then the cash, which is the freight, 10,000. Kaya 160 ang investment in branch 1. Okay, branch 1, you record shipments from HO of 150,000 and then freight in of 10,000. Okay, then credit home office of 160,000. Okay, so madali pa. Okay, additional information. The home office instructs branch number 1 to transfer the merchandise to branch number 2. Okay, branch 1 pays freight of 3,000. So, nung transfer ni branch 1 kay branch 2, 3,000 yung ginastos niya. If the merchandise had been shipped directly from the home office to branch, the freight cost would have been 11,000. So, from home office, ganito titingnan nyo, from home office to branch 1 is 10,000. So, dahil si branch 1 to branch 2, nagbayad ng 3, naging 13,000. Okay, pero kung si home office na mismo yung directly nagbigay kay branch 2, 11,000 lang daw. So, how much is the excessive freight? 2,000. Okay, so pwede mong compute siya. Yung freight from HO to branch 1 is 10, freight from branch 1 to branch 2 is 3, then that's total of indirect routing na 13,000, and the normal freight from HO ay 11,000 lang. Kaya nga 2,000 ang excessive freight. So, anong gagawin natin sa 2,000? Okay, let's first record the transaction. So, kay branch 1, dahil nga meron siyang, tingnan muna natin yung credits para makita natin bakit 163,000 yung home office account. So, you have shipments from HO, that's 150,000, yun yung initial. And then yung freight na 10,000, yun yung magkasama, yung unang journal entry, 150 plus 10, and then yung freight na cash. Yung cash, which is the freight na 3,000. Kaya, yung home office account, dinidaktan mo na siya ng 163 kasi itra-transfer mo siya kay branch 2. Kay branch 2, recordings, look at the recordings. Shipments from home office, that's the merchandise, 150. Freight in, the freight in is not 13,000. The freight in is the normal freight that would have been incurred if si home office ang nag-transfer, which is 11,000. Okay, so 11,000 naka-record, hindi 13. So, ang total home office credit niya sa equity is 161,000. Okay, you have to remember that. Only the normal freight is recognized by the receiving party, which is from home office to, from home office to branch 2. Okay? Okay. Mamaya makikita natin ano yung exemption kasi may exemption to the rule yun eh. Okay, dun tayo sa 11,000. Okay? Sa home office books, ganito mangyayari. Dahil wala na kay branch 1 yung shipments mo, 150,000, tanggalin mo sa kanya credit shipments to branch number 1, 150,000. And then from kay branch 2, dahil na kay branch 2 na, so that's debit 150,000. Parang baliktad. Investments, nga, baliktad. So, dapat ito ay shipments to branch number 2 ay 150,000 and then in shipments to branch number 2 ay number 1 ay debit kaya 150,000. So I'll just correct the PowerPoint presentation for you. Okay, so next we have home office books. We have investment in branch number 2, 161,000. Okay, so kita mo naman kanina nung ni-record mo sa branch sa home office equity ni branch number 2, 161 yung credit niya. So, debit ka 161. Then, you recognize the loss on freight. Okay, 2,000, that's an expense. Okay? Then, credit investment in branch number 1, which is yung credit, yung dinebit ni branch number 1, which is 163,000. Okay, so, I'll just be correcting the shipments to branch, kasi nagkabaliktad yung number. Okay, but you get the point na you have to make tanggal the shipments to branch number 1, then you add the shipments to branch number 2. Okay? So, yan. Next, what if mas nakatipid ka nung si branch 1 yung nag-transfer kay branch 2? Okay, so tingnan natin. So, the usual, from HO to branch 1, magkano? 10. From branch 1 to branch 2, 3. So, total indirect routing of 13. And yung dapat magagastos ni HO when direct siya kay branch 2 is 14,000, naka-save ng 1,000 pesos. Okay, so what do we do with the 1,000 pesos? So, ganito ang recording niya. Home office, 163,000. Okay. Then, shipments from HO, 150. Freight in, 10. Cash, 3. So, the same with the first one, branch 1. Look at branch 2. Ang nilagay niya is freight in of 13,000 doon sa ang ni-recognize is doon sa part na actual cost of indirect routing. Okay? So, hindi na yung 14,000 na i-recognize mo kasi wala naman talagang nangyaring hindi naman talaga si HO yung nag-shift kay branch 2, si branch 1 talaga. Kaya yung freight na talagang nagasto sa indirect routing, yun na lang talaga ang ating account. Okay? So, freight in of 13,000. Kasi pag 14,000, ang nilagay mo, excessive freight. Okay? Dun tayo sa normal, which is 13,000. Kaya, debit shipments from HO, 150, freight in of 13, and then credit home office of 163. So, in the books, baliktad na naman. Okay, baliktad na naman yung home office. But, you get the point that you have to remove the shipments to branch of 150 kay branch number 1, and then you recognize the shipments to branch number 2. Okay? Sa home office books, tanggalin mo na yung kay branch number 1 na 163,000, ilipat mo kay branch 2, which is 163,000. Okay, ganun lang kadali siya. Okay, yung itong routing na to. You just have to remember the formula, the concept of excessive freight, loss, and then savings. Okay? So, yun lang. Thank you. See you again sa guided exercises for HOB Part 2. Okay? Be ready.